Hi there, another video for the Adrenaline XL England collection. Obviously this is a video after the match against Russia. You can see here, this is the team that we did our prediction for, that we thought should play against Russia. We've got Joe Hart, Kyle Walker, Smalling, Cahill and Rose, then Milner, Ali, Dyer and Wilshere, and then up front, or just behind the front, we've got Wayne Rooney and Harry Kane. As it turned out, we didn't get the team completely right, or at least not as Roy Hodgson selected. So he actually put in Adam Lallana and Raheem Sterling. Obviously the score in the game was 1-1. So what we thought we'd do is just a little quick assessment of how we think everyone played in the game. Obviously Joe Hart didn't really have too much to do. Positioning wasn't perfect at the Russia goal, but I don't think there was anything really much he could do about that. So overall I think Joe Hart did sort of everything he needed to do. Defensively, Kyle Walker and Danny Rose were good going forward. Kyle Walker put in lots of crosses, very attacking, so he did a pretty good job. Danny Rose similarly, but perhaps not quite so much. Smalling and Cahill again didn't really have too much to do, seemed to have done it reasonably competently. Raheem Sterling had a lot of the ball, but didn't actually really do very much with it, so it was very disappointing. Had lots of chances to have done better, create more, get the ball in more, but he seemed to sort of always have a touch or two too many before he released the ball and ended up losing the ball quite a lot. Eric Dyer, again, obviously scored the goal, so quite a key moment in the game. And again, him and Dele Alli in the middle seemed to have a pretty good relationship. Dele Alli, again, got involved quite a lot, but not perhaps as much as he's done in other England games, and definitely not as much as he has for Tottenham. But again, reasonably well. Adam Lallana started okay, had a couple of good chances, but sort of disappeared as the game went on. Obviously Wayne Rooney had a good chance at, again, in the second half, a pretty good save by the Russian goalkeeper, tipping it onto the crossbar. And Harry Kane, I think, did okay, but I think he probably struggled for service. And obviously, as a striker, if you're not getting good service, then you can't really do too much and create too much of a threat. As it turned out, later on in the game, Roy Hodgson did actually bring on Milner and Jack Wilshere, which we put down in our original team selection prior to the team being announced for who we thought should be involved. Jack Wilshere again had a couple of really good passes. There was one really good move towards the end. We had a 1-2 with Harry Kane. Unfortunately, Harry Kane was offside. And again, James Milner, I think, rather than Adam Lallana, I think they're pretty fairly similar players. But if you look at all the stats for the last 3 or 4 years, James Milner is definitely one of the people who you would probably want in your team, because he runs, he tackles, he scores goals. And I read a stat quite recently of all the European players based in Europe, apart from Ronaldo and Ibrahimovic, he was the third highest rated player in that, obviously taking out non-European players like Suarez, Messi and all of the others. But if you've got a player who works that hard, you'd surely want him in your team. I mean, I know he's getting a bit old now, and to be fair, I mean, Lallana hasn't really done anything to perhaps suggest that he should be in ahead of him. But yeah, overall, England again perhaps should have done better. Had a lot of chances. Lots of people during the game were thinking that obviously England had a lot of the ball, should have done a lot more with it. But obviously I'm an Arsenal fan, so I'm used to Arsenal having lots of chances, lots of possession, and not necessarily always winning the game. So we all know in football, possession, shots, chances doesn't win your football matches, goals do. And obviously if you only score one and then you concede late on, then you're not going to win a match. Yeah, so overall, yeah, England probably need to do better. With Wales coming up in the next game, should be quite an interesting game. But yeah, we'll do another prediction a few hours before the Wales game as to who we think should play. But I think it'll probably be pretty much to the same as what we had last time. But please check out the videos, subscribe, and we'll see you soon.